So Paul is harvesting carrots, and a question we get often is, how do you know that a carrot is ready? So there's two ways really. So when they're ready, usually you can see, and the brightness is not good, so you can see the tops are showing up. See that one there? Let me see, this is small actually. We got, so these ones are showing up, and by the size of the tops you can judge whether it's the size you want to harvest it at or not. But another telltale sign is the thickness of the leaves at the base of the stem. So this one is showing up actually, but even if it wasn't, I would be able to tell that this is ready because of the thickness of the leaves. Now that snapped. So this is a nice diameter at least. Let's see if we can find some more at this end which hasn't been harvested yet. So you can tell there's one which is showing up, so the top is coming through the surface. Those two. So then you can judge whether you want to harvest them at this stage or let them get bigger. It's your call. But for example, that one there, you cannot see the top really showing, but you can see how thick the base of the leaves is. And so you can pull it, and it's a beautiful long carrot. Again, these would grow a lot bigger if you let them and if it doesn't freeze. But now we had a very light frost, and some of them, because they were in the wettest part of the garden, they've started to rot. So Paul has been separating them. Some of them are here, but he had to cut the point, the tip of the carrot, because it was rotten. And the top bit is all right, but it's not going to taste as good, obviously. So that's carrots. So something else we forgot to say earlier is harvesting technique. So some people ask, what do you do with the leaves? How can you quickly remove the tops? And so Paul is demonstrating now. Pull the carrot up, snap the top, and put it in the barrow. And Paul, you were saying something about your back resting, can you?
Well, it can get a bit back breaking. So my tip is do the separating, so you've got a handful of these, and then when you've got a handful of those, it's normally about the time to rest your back. So chuck them in the wheelbarrow, and then you've had your break, and then you can carry on.
Fantastic. And another thing you might find is when you pull them, some of them might be very stuck at the bottom, and so you break the tops when you pull them up. And so either you use a fork if you're harvesting in a larger area, or a tiny fork, or in this case, because the soil is soft and wet, you can just really get your hands around the root of the carrot and wiggle it out. Yeah, so that one broke, and now Paul can perhaps show what I've just said. Yeah, so it's grabbing the top of the root and pulling it out, but that's only going to work in no dig, wettish soil.